Hey, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing great, right? So, today I'm going to be talking about why you should consider Finland as your study destination. I don't know if I put that correct. Well, what I want to talk about is why you should come to Finland as an international student from 2022, and that's now. The first reason why you should come study in Finland, it's because most of the fees are affordable as compared to other countries. The fees are not that high, and you have tons of scholarships and tuition waivers. So that's the first reason why you should come study in Finland. The second reason is an obvious one. It has the best education system in the world. Trust me, I studied here. I know, I have tasted it. I studied in Cameroon. I've studied in Finland. I've been a teacher in Cameroon. I'm a teacher in Finland. So when I say that truly it deserves it, Finland deserves this position. So if you are so passionate about education like me, then you should come to Finland as an international student. The third reason why you should come to Finland as an international student from 2022, it's because of the new law. I talked about it in my channel. If you don't know about it, you can look it up in my channel. I talked about the new law where international students can come relocate to Finland with their families, your immediate family, that's your spouse, your children, all right? And you'll be issued a residence permit for the entire duration of your studies. You don't need to renew your residence permit every year, right? That's really great. Why? I always talk about this with my course mate because it really breaks my heart each time I think about it. He's from Ethiopia. We came here together. He couldn't continue because there was no money for him to renew his residence permit after the first year. So this is huge. This is huge. Trust me. All right. So you can come with your family, and also the work hours per week has been increased. So this is good, guys. Make Finland your study destination. I won't lie to you. I'm not here to get followers. I am here to tell you the way it is here in Finland. All right, so the next thing, the next reason why you should come to Finland, it's because the bank statement, 6,700 euros, as compared to other countries, this bank statement is affordable. It's not way, that expensive as compared to other countries. So that's the reason why you should come to Finland. So if you are someone who cherish family, your children, then you should come study in Finland. Why? Because they prioritize family, they prioritize you, like your kids and stuff like that. If you're here as an international student, you have kids, they go to the public daycare. It's almost free because they take into consideration your family income. So if your husband is or your wife is a student, or the two of you, both of you are students, when they calculate your income, basically you pay nothing. So it's a good thing. And if you're yet to start a family, we have amazing things here in Finland. They give you the baby box, which is like, it contains everything you need. Oh man, when I had my first child, it was amazing. Like when I received this Keller box, everything. You don't even need to go and buy whatever at the beginning, like first few months. They give you everything for free. So if you're someone who really love family, you want to raise your children here in Finland, then this is the right place for you to come to. And the next thing is, once you have an A permit after your studies, or a permanent permit, you can study anything for free, right? If you like book like me, That's how we say it. But it's a light book. You can study right up to any level. PhD is free, everything. All right. So you can, the next reason why you should move to Finland as an international student is because it's safe. Trust me. Finland is a safe country. Like, there's no joke about this. I've lived here going to 8 years. I have never witnessed police running or what. I don't know if it's because of where I live or what, but even in the news, you rarely hear about, things that are kind of like everyday thing in other countries. You don't hear it here. Harassment, some kind of things. I've never. So I consider it's safe. That's what people always say, and I also consider it as a safe country. It's really safe. All right, so the next reason why you should travel to Finland as an international student is because the pathway to permanent residence has been reduced. All right. So, for example, if you're coming as an international student, so you have a bachelor's program that lasts for 3 years. After that, you can apply for a permanent residence. Sorry, and also you can take the Finnish language exam, IQ test. That's how they call it. So if you pass it, you can apply for your for your citizenship. Sorry, citizenship, which is way easier than before. It's difficult depending on what you study. Like, for example, if you study business here in this country, you should, it depends on kind of, is it marketing or, yeah, you can manage. But if it's like business that you want to go, or bank, you want to go work in a bank, accounting kind of things, that you want to go work in a bank, or you want to work in as a salesperson in a Finnish shop, you need to step up with the language. When you start studying things like business, you should be looking at entrepreneurship, because a lot of immigrants are becoming entrepreneurs in Finland, which is a good thing. So it's difficult for you to get a job here because of the language. But at the same time, if you do something like IT, those kind of fields, nursing, don't say you're coming to be a doctor. Yeah. That one hard. It's like, it's so difficult to practice here as a doctor and stuff like that, because you need it's the language. It's not as if it's impossible. The language is the thing. You have to know this language, and this language is difficult for you to grasp, like to speak Finnish as a native speaker. Come on now. It's not easy. So, depending on what you studied, depending on why you're here, but the thing is, you can try, you can advance here, like you can strive here in Finland. That's it, as an international student. There are a lot of openings that you can try different options. It's not like, oh, I study, after my graduation I just get a job. No, it's not like that here. Especially with fields that require you to know the language. That's why I mentioned a medical doctor. Becoming a medical doctor here in Finland. It's something that it's rare anyways to see an immigrant. I'm talking about first generation. Second generation immigrants, yeah, they were born here, they studied like, but first generation, you are coming. It's not easy. Working in a bank, yeah, it's not easy. All right. Even for me as a teacher, if not that I teach, I work with the international school, which the working language is English. It's difficult. It is. You can't teach in a school where the Finnish is the language. It's impossible without you knowing the language. All right. So I just want to mention this at the end of this video, so that you don't say Tab Emilia said in Finland is all so easy. No, challenges are there, but I just had to come up with this point so that you can identify. If you are like, oh, all I want is for my children to have a good place to study, safe place. Yes, it's fine. And you can manage around, okay? And miracles do happen. It do happen. I've seen it in my family, my husband, and for me, God provide. So it's just for you to not come with the mentality that, oh, I'm just coming here, study, get a job in my desired field. No, you just have to know that I'm coming here to stretch, prayer, that's the main thing. And then you do your own part. All right. So all in all, I recommend you to study in Finland. When it comes to education in Finland, I am 100% recommending Finland. Those who know me, they know when it comes to education, come here and study. Stress free. That's the truth. Especially now that you don't need to be extending your residence permit every year. This is good. So I hope I also talk about some of the things, challenges, that international students go through. But I would say for now, I think it's really good. Like, it's when I cherish freedom. No need running around from immigration and stuff like that. And that's when you come to Finland as an international student, everything is clean. You just keep going just keep going. Even though the challenges are there, you don't worry about some kind of things. Like maybe in other countries where you go, you don't, after studying, you have to leave immediately or you start seeking asylum. That's what I'm talking about here. Yeah, now they will even give you 2 years after graduation for you to look for a job and stuff like that. So if you are planning to come to Finland as an international student, these are some of the things you should consider. Okay? So I hope this video was helpful to you. I hope it kind of like give you an idea of where you're coming to. Or should I still continue with this Finland journey, or should I look elsewhere? Okay? So before I go, I want to answer this short question. If you can work and pay your fees. Man, it depends. So depending on the kind of work you're doing. It also depends on your family back home. If they are all depending on you. If you are ending, let's say, 800 euros after tax, you have to pay your rent. You have to send money back home. Just imagine when you start removing. But if it's like, okay, this is my salary, I have to save, pay rent, and manage with day-to-day living, you can pay your fees with that. But if you have other responsibilities, it can be really difficult or impossible for you to be able to pull that. All right, so like this video. If it's helpful to you, invite your friends, subscribe, and see you next time.